Amina was born into a rich and loving family. Her parents had waited almost 10 years to have her, and when she came, they made her the center of their world. Life was perfect until one terrible night. Armed robbers broke into their home, and Amina's parents tried to protect her. Her mother hid her in a closet and promised her everything would be fine. But soon after, Amina heard gunshots. When it was quiet again, she found her parents dead. Suddenly, her world was turned upside down. Her uncle, who seemed kind at first, took her in. But behind his fake smiles, he was greedy and cold. He had always wanted her father's wealth. Amina became a servant in her own home, forced to do chores and treated badly by her uncle's wife and children. She was alone, afraid, and heartbroken. As time went on, Amina's life grew worse. Her uncle saw her as a threat to getting all of her father's money and businesses. When she turned 12, he decided to get rid of her forever. He hired dangerous men to kill her. One night, they kidnapped Amina. They tied her up and planned to end her life. But Amina was brave and determined. She managed to escape by loosening the ropes around her wrists and running deep into the dark forest. She kept going until she was far from danger. The assassins, scared of their failure, returned to her uncle and lied. They told him they had killed Amina and thrown her body into a river. Believing he was now free to take everything, her uncle continued with his plans. Amina was alone and frightened but determined to survive. She wandered from place to place, begging for food and hiding from those who might hurt her. One day, by chance, she met her late father's close friend, Mr. Aliyu. Shocked by her story, he promised to protect her. He took her abroad, where she lived with his family. Slowly, Amina healed. She studied hard, trained herself, and grew stronger. But she never forgot the pain and betrayal. In her heart, she vowed to seek justice for her parents and herself. Meanwhile, back in Nigeria, her uncle thought Amina was gone forever. He continued his greedy plans, ready to sell all of her father's properties and leave the country rich. But fate had other plans.
Years later, the men who had attacked Amina's parents were arrested for another crime. When questioned by the police, they confessed to many crimes, including the murder of Amina's parents. They also admitted that Amina's uncle had ordered the attack and had tried to kill her too. One of the assassins agreed to testify against the uncle, and plans were set in motion to bring him to justice. Meanwhile, Amina returned to Nigeria with Mr. Aliyu. She had grown into a strong young woman, ready to face her past. Her uncle was preparing to sell all of her father's properties to a buyer who, unknown to him, was actually Mr. Aliyu. On the day of the sale, Amina's uncle was full of confidence, believing he would finally win. But just as the papers were about to be signed, the doors burst open. Amina entered with police officers and one of the assassins who had been hired to kill her and her parents. Her uncle was shocked, unable to believe she was still alive. The assassin told the full story, exposing all of the uncle's evil plans. The police arrested him, and the truth was finally revealed. Amina's father's lawyer read the will, which declared that all properties and wealth rightfully belonged to her. Her uncle lost everything and was led away in handcuffs. Amina reclaimed her life, her family's legacy, and her dignity. She vowed to use her strength and resources to help others in need, standing as a symbol of courage and justice. If you enjoy the story, drop us a comment, like, share, and follow our page.